What's up, y'all? Hey, Visha. What's up, y'all? It has been a very busy day for me, so I have not been able to get on live. Blessings to you, Stephanie. How y'all doing? Happy Friday, you guys. I cannot believe it is already Friday. I am tired. That's what that I'm good, but I'm ready to get home and I am ready to soak and lay down somewhere. That's how I feel literally. Our declaration is wait on God's timing. Wait on God's timing. I'm going to say it again. Our declaration is wait on God's timing, right? There will always be things in life that, and God has really been pushing this patience thing lately. He's really been pushing, this wait on him thing a lot lately. And I think that is because, many of us have not understood that, like, the processes that, like, we go through, and even on, our own faith journey, that there are always things that are tempting us out of that seat of patience. It's always, whether it's a bill, whether it's a time frame, whether you're comparing your life to someone else, there will always be in the world around us something that tempts you to, like, want to rush, something that tempts you to, like, get afraid, something that tempts you, right? There will always be something that puts you in that type of position. But in this hour, God is simply saying to give you guys the reminder that when you can wait on him, the blessings will come. Come on, I'm going to say that again. When you can wait on him, the blessings will come. I'm going to say that again. When you can wait on God, hear me now, the blessings will come. I had a moment earlier today, and really, even, hold on, y'all. Hold on. That's not what I want to do, Lord. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to get me something to eat. I have not eaten not one drop of food or drunk not a drop of water all day. But I think that, that is what okay, hold on. I think that that is what, like, the journey of, like, this home process has taught me. It's taught me that, the world around you says rush, 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 rush. You don't have time, get it done now. That is what the world tells us. In fact, many of us know people like that, that their mindset is rush, 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 rush. I got to do it right now. You got to do it right now. They will pressure you to the point where it makes you anxious. And the thing about it, like, when you get, like, into a position where you are rushing to do something, like, in that moment, like, you step out of the will of God, like, in that moment of, like, you allowing a circumstance, a person to, like, put you in the mindset of feeling like you have to rush ahead of God's timing. It's like, in that moment, you shut off your ear to hear God. It becomes drastically impossible to hear God. And instead of peace, instead of joy, what a person will start feeling is anxiety. They'll start feeling depressed, you name it. And so I had a moment, today where a notification had come in literally a few minutes ago. Excuse me. I had a moment I had a moment a few minutes before this broadcast. Excuse me. I'm extremely tired today. Um and a notification came in, and before I could freak out, what the Lord told me, because I felt like this was something that I gotta handle this, like, right now, Lord. Like, I had to handle it, like, right now. And so before I could get into that mindset, the Lord told me, he said, didn't I tell you to wait on me? And I knew that in that moment, what God was saying was, out of sight, out of mind. This will get resolved in my timing. And I believe, like God is saying that to so many of you guys right now, because you feel like, I got to make it happen right now. I got to do that. I believe that what God is saying is, didn't I tell you to wait? Didn't I tell you to wait? And it's not because I was pushing against his time frame. It wasn't because of any of that. It was just literally like a reminder, like, wait on me. Things will always pop up in life. Things will always pop up in life. You will always, to a certain degree, be blindsided by something that you did not expect. But what God is saying on today is, keep your composure and wait on him. Keep your composure and wait on him. I'm going to say it again because some of y'all need to hear this. Keep your composure and wait on God. Just because things happen that you did not expect does not mean that God is reneging on his word, right? Doesn't mean that he is going back on what he promised you. And honestly, this is where we have to fight to maintain our peace. This is where we have to fight to maintain our stance of faith. Your circumstance should not be able to dictate whether or not you are willing to wait on God, whether or not you are willing to trust God. An unexpected bill should not be able to dictate that. It has to be deeply embedded in your heart. Hello, somebody. I'll say it again. It is something that has to be deeply embedded in your heart, right? And this is why some of our processes are the way that they are. Because we keep allowing the circumstance to dictate whether or not we have faith. We keep allowing the circumstance to dictate whether or not we can have joy, whether or not we can be at peace. And what God is waiting for is for your faith to be so solid that it's not moved by an unexpected bill. It's not moved by a letter in the mail. It's not moved by an email. It's not moved by a person. It is not movable at all. Because when you get to that point where even the circumstance cannot sway you, when you get to that point where not even a circumstance can sway you, God knows in that moment, I can bless them now because this is real faith. Their faith ain't dictated off of what's going on around them. Their faith is dictated off of their belief in who I am and what I'm capable of doing. Am I making sense? I do not know who needed this reminder today, but keep your composure and wait on God. I'm going to say it again. Keep your composure and wait on God. I'm going to say it again. Keep your composure and wait on God. I just need somebody to type that in on the screen. Even if you are catching this thing on the replay, keep your composure and wait on God. Keep your composure and wait on God. So I want you to remember that the next time that something happens that you didn't expect. I want you to remember that, right? When your emotions try to flare up, I want you to remember that the promise of God still stands. So your faith has to still stand. Your level of peace has to still stand. Your level of joy has to still stand because it ain't real. It ain't real if it's movable. Okay. If your faith can be shaken, it ain't real. If your peace can be taken, it ain't real. If your joy can be taken depending on what's happening in your life, it ain't real joy. So be sure that your faith is just as solid as God's word is. Be sure that your ability to maintain peace, your ability to be patient, your ability to still have joy in every ounce of every fruit of the Spirit. Be sure that those things are not able to be easily swayed. And so that's the broadcast. Keep your composure and wait on God. Keep your composure and wait on God. I'm going to say it again. Keep your composure and wait on God. I'm going to say it one more time. Keep your composure and wait on God. That's it. That's it. To those of y'all that need to sow, the links are there. You can label this whatever God tells you to label it. If you don't feel led to sow, don't sow. If you do know that you need to sow, sow. If you know you need to pay your tithes, pay your tithes, even if it's not to this ministry. But stay the course, keep your composure, and wait on God. Listen, for those of you guys that need prayer for anything, for those of you guys that have testimonies, you guys can send those prayer requests and testimonies to prayer.thoughtsbyt@gmail.com. I love y'all. I am rooting for you guys. And so until next time, y'all.